looking at Ole Miss, they obviously like to play as fast as your offense does. Is kind of like reverting back to facing your offense in practice every week this Saturday as you guys prepare for this one?
Oh, yeah. So basically they run a tempo offense, and the way we run our offense is obviously helping us prepare for their offense, even though, it's a game situation, so now we got to really bring it and stay on our P's and Q's.
Eric in the back.
Yeah, Matt Corral, a very dynamic quarterback. Contain's going to be critical in this one for you guys out on the edge. What have you been doing this week to prepare for that?
Just basically doing our keys, playing vertical. This quarterback's obviously a dual threat quarterback. He can do it both in the air and on his feet. So just basically containing, doing our D-line things and playing vertical, just keeping everything in the box.
Ben and Wes.
Jay, just kind of the flip side of going up against the up-tempo offense in practice every day. When you get into a game and are facing these other opponents, is it kind of weird? Is it a stark difference when you're going up against this tempo in practice and then you get in the game and everything's slowed down?
It definitely, it's a difference. It kind of helps us. Going against our offense every day, going full speed, full tempo, and then kind of slows the game down a little bit, which helps us tremendously on the defensive side.
Jay, I think y'all are second nationally in tackles for loss, but somewhere around 45th or so in sacks. Usually those things are a little closer together, the numbers. How do you get more sacks? How do you finish on the quarterback and keep them in the pocket and finish those plays?
Just keep rushing, keep pushing the pocket, man. Just keep doing what we're doing to a higher standard. Sacks come once in a blue moon, so you just got to get there and keep working.
Eric.
Yeah, Maury Thomas getting a lot more reps here recently, and then we saw Garland actually get a start the other day. What have you seen from those two guys here the last couple of weeks?
They've been working, man. They've been working their tails off each and every day. Getting better, trying to focus on the little details, and we're trying to get a bond in the D-line room where everybody's just doing their job and everybody's getting better one step at a time, one day at a time. So.
I know that a lot of folks talk about next man up mantra, and yet here's Brandon Turnage with 14 tackles. How proud were you of him for the way he played when he replaced Theo Jackson?
Man, I was so proud of him. Him and Theo worked very hard last week, on getting him ready and prepared for this game. And, man, for him to go out there and show out like that, I was very proud because, as a rookie, as a fresh guy, your first start, big game, hostile environment, it's very impressive when you can go out and have 14 tackles and have a day like he did.
Back to Wes.
Dan, have y'all noticed the buzz around town and buzz around campus being back? I know that last year was difficult for everybody, but you've been here for a while. You've been here when the team's winning some, when the team's losing a bunch. How much? I know you don't want to let it affect you, but how? Is it something y'all work really hard? I imagine you're enjoying it a little bit, right?
Oh, no, it's definitely. It's very fun having the fans and things back in. It feels like an actual football again. With COVID last year, the fans and stuff couldn't really be there. So it was kind of like we were playing, but it was kind of bland. But now it's like the fans are there, the energy's better, like everything's really up and going.
Patrick.
I think you're leading the defensive line in tackles. Do you feel like you're playing your best football of your career right now, and kind of what's allowing you to be successful?
I wouldn't say I'm playing the best in my career. I feel like I'm playing pretty good. But I feel like the more to my success is my brothers and what we do. We work as a unit. So, one person does their job, everybody does their job, and we all get bread. We all get money from it, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
Wes and Jay.
Jay, what about the sort of the vibe in the building? I know that you come in every day and you try to treat it the same no matter what, whether you won or lost, and you forget the past and you focus on this week and all that. But there's got to be a better energy when you're winning more, right? Guys have said before that maybe ankles don't hurt quite as much, or things just feel a little better when you're winning, don't they?
Yeah, the vibe in the building is good. It's fun. It's very everybody's happy, everybody's cheer. We work hard, and to actually see our hard work pays off, it's very prideful, and it's a very nice feeling.
How would you evaluate the run defense through 6 games?
I feel like our run defense is pretty good. I feel like we have a lot of things that we can obviously get better and work on, but I feel like for the most part our run defense is pretty nice.
Why?
Just because we try to hold the front. You know, we have the front 7. Our linebackers do a good job of filling holes, filling gaps. We do a good job of staying in our gaps and pushing the front. So as long as we can keep penetration and keep playing vertical, I feel like we'll continue to make strides.
Anything else? Wes, one more?
What about, Matt Corral's a guy who does a lot of different things back there at quarterback for Ole Miss. You know, he kind of does some of that Mahomes stuff where he throws it from different angles and makes throws that coaches probably don't want him to make, but it works for him. How difficult of a guy is he to contain?
He's just like everyone else. We've had problems with dual threat quarterbacks in the past. So our motto in going to this game is just, try to push the pocket, keep everything in the box, and contain him as best as we can. He can do, like I say, he's a dual threat quarterback. He can do it both in the air and on his feet. So pushing the pocket is very important in this game, very critical.